Hello and welcome to another tutorial on HTML and CSS. Here I have put together an HR tag and on line number 36, line number 37 through 42 hold a division in which I have some anchor tags. And as you can see that the href is blank, there's nothing in it. I just wanted to create some dummy links to make the next point across. And then I have a division closing line 42 and an HR. So right now, if we were to look at it in the browser, this is how it will going to appear. Towards the bottom, between the two horizontal rows, there appears the links. Okay. Now what I want to do using CSS, I want each link to appear on a line of its own. Well, no problem. Can do it very easily. All I need to do is introduce an A tag and then say, well, I would like the display property to be set to block. Well, as soon as I do that and I run it again, wherever it looks for an anchor tag and it finds one, it just displays in a block fashion, one in each row. Well, no big deal. Done. So now we would like to explore another property, which is to hide the text on the page. One of the ways to hide the text on the page is to use a property called visibility and set it to a value of hidden. Okay, let's run it in the browser. Now notice when I hide some text, notice all this gap between the opening and the closing HR. You know, I have one HR up there and I have another HR down here. It hides it, however, it leaves the gap. Well, if I want to hide it and not leave the gap, then I will going to use a different property called display. And instead of saying block, I will say none. So now what that does, if I view it in the browser again, this is how it used to appear with visibility hidden. Now notice, it doesn't display you that extra space. Extremely useful when you're using dynamic HTML and dynamically you want to hide the contents on the page and not even show that you have hide the contents, and on a click you can bring those contents back. Something we're going to do in DHTML tutorials later on, but I thought I'll also introduce you to this property. I'm going to just get rid of this property for now. Just wanted to use it for demonstration purpose. So now we're going to go about exploring some of the other entities as far as the anchor tag is concerned. What we are getting next to is called the pseudo elements. The pseudo elements are built-in elements. And all the elements that are built in or pseudo elements always start with a colon, followed by a name of a pseudo element. So to the left, I'll say anchor, because they can only be used with anchor, like the ones that I would like to discuss here, followed by the name of the pseudo elements, like the visited. So that means if the link has been visited in the past, therefore it will use the following property. If the link is fresh, would like to use the following property. If the link is active, would like to use the following property. That's what basically it means. So what I would like to do, I would like to override the default coloring property, which is blue at this point in time, with a different property color. I want all my links to appear in red. Doesn't matter they're visited link, active link, or fresh links. And now I can go and run them in the browser, and you can see that, oh, all my links are appearing in red color now versus blue, which was the default color. So I can be using the pseudo element to override that property. Other than that, I could also be using other entities over the anchor tags, which we're going to explore in the next tutorial as to how you can go about making your link appear a little bit cooler with hover effects and some other properties that we learned in our previous set of tutorials. Catch you pretty soon in another tutorial.